drug of choice, legal drugs in different states here in America. Jacob, are they telegraphing something to us here?
It's a combination of them trying to control circumstances that are just developing and evolving. They're trying to control that, but also, to quote Rahm Emanuel, never let a crisis go to waste, incorporate it into their agenda. Globalism itself is facing many threats for certain reasons, obviously. Globalism is facing threats. Now, going back some time now, if anyone read Alvin Toffler's books, Future Shock and The Third Wave, he said this was going to happen. There'd be a trend towards globalism, but there'd also be a trend towards localism that would be facilitated by technology. And I'm not saying he was a prophet in any biblical sense, but he had a marvelously analytical mind to see the way technology was going to affect the economy and society and culture. It's astounding how accurate Alvin Toffler was in most respects. In fact, nearly all respects. Well, this is happening. They're trying to control it because the globalism they've built itself is now in a precarious state. So they're trying to capitalize on these things to preserve and advance their own interests, even though they're not in firm control of it. They'd like to be. Think of China. China, through lockdowns, kept COVID from spreading, even though China invented it and Fauci lied about it. When they were finally forced to lift it, look what happened. They couldn't cremate the corpses fast enough. So they lied about it. It was the Wuhan virus. That's what it was. It was the Wuhan virus. They kept the lid on it by the lockdowns, by rigid lockdowns. And when they couldn't do that anymore, look what happened. I'm sure that the 7 million figure is wrong. It was probably at least 5 million in China alone. I really
yeah. I think they're way underreported. Way underreported.
Now, China has been making mobile trucks that are crematoriums, so you can just go throw them in. The next one. You can go to where you have these small little pickup trucks with crematoriums on the back.
Yeah, when you have a Chinese lab already telling you that they are crafting a mutant strain of the previous virus with a kill rate of 100%, and their only response is, well, we were so surprised how rapidly it killed the mice. It is, I mean, it's almost like you're ready to just check out and go be like, you know what? They're telling you what they're doing. They're boasting about it. You know, whether they want to control this aspect or that aspect, well, that is true. But the reality is that they're promoting the idea that we can just make a virus, at least in this lab. And nope. I mean, have you seen any protests about it? Have you seen any government saying this is absolutely uncalled for? You need to call back all these scientists and put them in prison. You can't create a lab. You can't create a mutant disease like that. It's going to kill everybody.
Yes.
Now, some people said it's like when the Americans developed the atomic bomb, but I would say this is quite a bit different, isn't it? Because there's one nation that was doing it, and it was going to use it for a certain purpose, and nobody's ever been used again. They seem to just be at will wanting to use any of these pathogens, which, by the way, there are 64 pathogens that have actually been scheduled, funded, that could be released. And this is the scary thing. 64 pathogens really have been created. I mean, what kind of the world are we living now?
61s that we know about, by the way.
Yeah.
Many governments are doing these experiments, or funding them, or working and cooperating. It's just like evil has been let loose upon the world. There's no restraining it, you know.